Hey there, Crossbridge families, and welcome to our next week of Pixel Party. In fact, it's our last week. You guys know how this goes. We tell the story, and together we look through all of these pixelated characters, and we piece together our Bible story. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. All right, let's go. So we'll go to our very first character. Our very first character was a man named Zacchaeus. Now, there's something important to know about Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was rich. And not just like a little bit rich. Zacchaeus was incredibly rich, but he was rich for all the wrong reasons. You see, Zacchaeus was a tax collector, which meant that he gathered money for the Roman government. So say if someone really owed 5 coins to the Roman government, he would go to that person and tell them they owed 6. He'd collect those 6, keep 1 for himself, and give the other 5 to the government. You see, he was stealing from his very own people. And for that reason, people didn't like him. In fact, they couldn't stand him and they looked down on him for it, meaning they thought that he was less than because he was stealing from people. That's not the only reason why people looked down on Zacchaeus. In fact, Zacchaeus was a very short man. He was super short, and that'll be important a little bit later on in this story. So that brings us to our second character. You guys know this character well. Say it with me. Jesus. That's right. So one day Jesus was traveling into Zacchaeus' town. And here's what happened. Everyone was really excited about it. In fact, there was this huge crowd, massive crowd, and people were excited. They were all crowded around Jesus. Now, Zacchaeus wanted to meet Jesus. He wanted to meet him really bad, and he tried to see through the crowd. But here's the thing, guys. Zacchaeus was short. He could not see over these really tall people. How many of you guys have been in a situation like that? You've been at an event or somewhere else before, and you can't see because of the people in front of you. It's really frustrating, right? So Zacchaeus tried to solve his problem. He ran super, super fast over to a tree. You guys might notice some leaves here. He ran over to a sycamore tree, and in fact, he ran so fast his shoes fell off. Now, Jesus said something important. As Jesus is walking through the crowd, he recognizes that Zacchaeus is in this tree. And he says this, he says, "Zacchaeus, come down from that tree." Guys, this is really cool because everyone else would have written Zacchaeus off. They would have said that he doesn't matter, or he's not important, or that he didn't count because he was a sinner and because he was a thief. In fact, the Pharisees hated that Jesus even acknowledged Zacchaeus because they felt that he wasn't good enough. But we learned something important, and we learn it in Luke chapter 19, and I want to read it to you. Listen to this. So this comes from Luke chapter 19, verses 8 and 9, and it says this: "But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, 'Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount.' Then Jesus said to him, 'Today salvation has come to this house, because of this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost.'" Guys, Jesus forgave Zacchaeus, and Zacchaeus was willing to change his ways in order to see and be with Jesus and to make things right. So there he is. I'll move him right front and center so you can see. There's Jesus and Zacchaeus. Now we have this fun little video for you guys to watch, and we'll catch you in the studio.
Stories of the Bible. Zacchaeus. This is Zacchaeus.
Hey there.
Who was a tax collector and very rich. Tax collectors were hated because many people thought they were liars and cheaters.
Boo.
Zacchaeus lived in Jericho, and one day, Jesus was passing through Jericho.
What's going on?
Jesus is here! Woohoo!
Zacchaeus wanted to see who Jesus was,
Hey, excuse me. Hey, watch where you're going.
but he was too short to see above the crowd.
Ah, that's it.
So he ran ahead to a place where he knew Jesus would come. He climbed to a sycamore tree so he could see Jesus. When Jesus came to that place, he looked up and saw Zacchaeus in the tree.
Oh, hey there, friend. Who? Me? Yeah, you.
He said to him, "Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, I must stay at your house today.
Oh, all right.
Zacchaeus came down quickly. He was pleased to have Jesus in his house. All the people saw this and began to complain.
Ugh.
Look at the kind of man Jesus stays with. Zacchaeus is a sinner. But Zacchaeus said to Jesus, I will give half my money to the poor. If I have cheated anyone, I will pay that person back 4 times more. Jesus said, Salvation has come to this house today.
What?
This man truly belongs to the family of Abraham. The Son of Man came to find lost people and save them.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Kristen, I'm so excited because I feel like we've been playing a lot of games during Pixel Party, and that it's my turn because last week you did that whole gnarly
With the slimy
bologna
thick cut bologna.
and the difficult cheese.
Yes,
but
I
you
remember
did
it well.
make me bake blindfold.
That's
so,
true.
Anyway, but I feel like it's my turn.
Well, no food this week, but you
Okay.
might notice we do have a tree in studio
I just thought that was like ambiance with the story
to help with
because,
the feng shui.
You know, we've been
No.
talking about Zacchaeus climbing a tree,
Right.
and so I just thought there's a
So
tree.
it's actually part of a game.
Okay.
So
I'm not climbing. This
you're
tree.
gonna be climbing this tree.
Oh my.
That's right. So go ahead, stand over by the
Okay.
base of the tree. Now I'm gonna give you situations, and for every situation, you are going to take a step on the ladder.
It doesn't seem like this game takes a lot of skill.
Well, neither here nor there.
Okay.
So let's say that you aced your math test. You did super well, and you showed everybody in class your paper.
Okay, so I was pretty good at math in my day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's say that your soccer team got first place and your team was cheering super loud. You hoisted
Hey,
your trophy
I played
up.
one season as a child.
Okay, take a step up. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's one. Let's say that your mom or dad give you a compliment and it was really nice, and then you went and told your siblings that you were the favorite child.
I probably am.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
All right, Kristen.
Yes, I think we're running out of headspace.
Well, yeah, I'm hitting the ceiling,
Yep.
and I feel like there's some oxygen deprivation up here.
A little altitude
you know, and
sickness.
it's like warmer because heat rises, and
Right.
But on the other hand, I have a great view. I can see over your head, you know, everyone
Ah.
else's head. Like I can see the part in your hair, and you know, it feels kind of important up
You
here.
feel important. Well,
Yes.
here's the thing. It really connects to our story because the more that we boast or elevate ourselves,
Wait, boast?
boast. Yeah,
I was boasting?
like boasting. Like, it's okay if we feel good about
I don't want
ourselves.
to be a boaster.
But to go tell everyone about how great we are is boasting. So when we elevate ourselves, we're looking down on other people around us.
Yeah, because you were like shrinking as
I
went up that
I can
ladder.
imagine.
And I was like, dang, I didn't realize
She's
how short
short.
she really is.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like you're wearing heels today.
I am.
Still,
We got a
like,
little.
I'm
little
kind of
more
towering
altitude.
over
It's true.
you. So, okay, so we're not supposed to boast and put other people down.
Right.
Because that's kind of like exactly what the Pharisees did.
That's exactly what they did. They looked down on Zacchaeus.
Yeah. Yeah, they would go around and think they were so important because
Right.
not only did they follow God's law, which was a good thing,
Mhm.
then they would follow all these extra rules that they made up.
Yep.
And they would be like, you know, sinner, unclean.
That's right.
Like, don't associate with them, you know.
Right. Elevating themselves while looking down on other people.
Okay, so don't be a Pharisee.
So don't be a Pharisee.
So we're supposed to love like
Other
Jesus
people.
loves.
loves. Which brings us right to our Bible verse for this week.
Okay.
Which comes from John 13:34. It says this: "You must love one another as I have loved you."
Listen, if there's a Bible verse with the word love in it a couple of times, it probably
You
came-
know it's important.
it's from the book of John
Yes.
too, because he's our love disciple. Okay,
Yes,
so
that's
instead
true.
of being like a Pharisee where we look down on people, we should be like Jesus and love everyone.
Right.
Okay, but see, Zacchaeus was like a liar and a thief and a tax collector, and he was like sided more with the Romans than with his own people.
Mhm.
Like, that wouldn't have been an easy
An easy person to love.
person to love.
Well, here's the thing. God doesn't just call us to love the people that we get along with or the people who are easy to love. He calls us to love everyone.
Oh.
And sometimes that can be more difficult than loving the people that are easy to love, but he still calls us to do it.
Yeah.
So our challenge for the friends at home this week is to think of someone in your life that isn't always easy to love. It could be someone at home. It could be.
I'm thinking of a lot of
Rachel's thinking.
I got some people.
Listen, everyone has people like that in their lives. So think of that person.
Yeah, like when you're at school and someone like picking their nose.
Oh, yeah.
Not
the
easy.
flingers.
Not easy to
The
love.
flingers.
Like they have that mask and they think you can't. You know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Or they're like muttering about you under their breath or something.
Yeah, or
yes.
bossy on the playground.
Yes,
yeah.
so many ways. But we want you to think of a way that you can show them love this week. So that could mean like including them in on a game on the playground, inviting them to play with you, just being kind and nice.
Yeah, just not being snarky back when they're snarky to you.
And not looking down on them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a good challenge, Kristen.
It is a good challenge.
Okay, so parents, if you're watching this, you might have people in your life that are difficult to love as well. And so as a family, you can just kind of discuss who you're going to try to love this week.
That's right. All right, we'll see you guys next week.